Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about my Makeup Geek haul, and I will be talking to you about some of the products I got and doing swatches for you as well. Yeah, so let's just get started. I can't believe I'm about to admit this on my channel, but I, up until this week, didn't own a single Makeup Geek product. I know. I'm going to hell. So I finally thought, you know what? I have a makeup channel now. I am spending money on makeup, and eyeshadows are basically the fundamentals of makeup. So I was like, for like a year, I've had things in my cart and taking things out, putting them back in, and I've debated like, oh, maybe I should just get like the starter kit and I can just see, or then maybe I should just go hog wild and get everything that I want. And I want to say I reached a happy medium because I didn't buy everything on the store, but I bought every single shadow I wanted, like desperately wanted, and the only ones I didn't buy were the ones that I was kind of like on the fence about, which was like a handful, not even that many. I feel like I have almost every major color in the collection now, and I also purchased 4 blushes and 3 pigments and a pencil brush. It was a big day for my credit card. Makeup Geek is a brand that is very much touted on YouTube as being amazing and comparable to MAC, etc, etc. This is what I purchased, plus the pigments and 2 more blushes, and I've bought these palettes as well. The thing about Makeup Geek that makes it better than MAC is that there are no fillers. For those of you who don't know, MAC shadows are $16, Makeup Geeks are $6. MAC has talc in it, it's filler, it's just like powder that's put in there with pigment, they mix it together, it's not pure pigment. And Makeup Geek doesn't have filler, it doesn't have like parabens, etc, like all this stuff that's just like bullshit in your eyeshadows that aren't gonna make them as creamy or blendable, etc. So for the fact that it's $10 cheaper, everybody's like, it's half. It's not half, it's like a third. It's cheap compared to MAC, and it's so much better. Everybody said this, and I'm like, okay, but like how much better could it be? I took these single pans out of their containers and was putting them into my Z palette, and every single time I swatched one, I like, this is not an exaggeration, my boyfriend thought like somebody was dying. When you put your finger in them, it's like you feel like the pan sink. It's crazy. I mean, they're not like ColourPop status, but where they feel wet, but these are shadow, but they just feel so freaking buttery. And I freaking hate when people use that word because it's so overused on YouTube, but it applies to these. So I'm gonna go through the colors really quickly. This is Ice Queen, Vanilla Bean, Shimma Shimma, Beaches and Cream, oh god, Peach Smoothie, Chickadee, Creme Brulee, Cupcake, Unexpected, Barcelona Beach, Latte, Cocoa Bear, Bitten, Mocha, Wisteria, Glamorous, Cosmopolitan, Prom Night, Bada Bing, Drama Queen, Corrupt, Mango Tango. These 3 are the foil shadows. This is In the Spotlight, Flamethrower, and Houdini. And then I got this random blue in Neptune. Bitten is probably my favorite. I used it in my look today. This is my Valentine's Day tutorial look. If you haven't seen it yet, check that out on my channel. It's also perfect for date night or pretty much anything. Look at Houdini. I mean, Jesus Christ. This is In the Spotlight, and these are the regular shadows. But you guys, they're so buttery and blendable. Because these don't have filler, they're ridiculously blendable, and that's what makes everybody's makeup who uses Makeup Geek products look so professional and so good, because it's so easy to blend. And I really did notice the difference, which makes the investment so worth it for me. A swatch isn't going to do it justice, because anybody putting their finger into a pan, because of the pressure, it's going to pick up a lot of color. Even cheap shadows can pick up a lot of pigment. A Coastal Scents palette will pick up a lot of pigment when you're pressing your finger into a palette. What's going to help you see the difference is the makeup looks that people use and how flawless they look. And then when people use other shadows, and you can tell the difference. That's what Makeup Geek does. The foiled shadows are unlike anything on the market. That is insanity. Like, and that's me barely touching. That's Flamethrower. I mean, I get chills. I get chills looking at this. And then it just blends out so, like a little goes a long way with these. I mean, I just blended that out. You guys, I have no words. I'm so sorry. Like, these shadows have taken my breath away. I really wanted it to be the kind of thing that was good, but I don't know. I just really didn't know what to expect. I knew they were gonna be amazing, but I just didn't get it until I did. The other thing that I recommend is this color Ice Queen. This is the only highlighting shade that on my fair skin actually shows up. It's a shimmery white, but it's so pretty and it just is so gorgeous. And it really does highlight like the inner corner beautifully. See how even on my super pale hand, it looks white, like you can definitely see it, but it has that little bit of shimmer without being too shimmery. Okay, that's the other thing. I'm trying to like wipe my fingers off and I don't have a wet nap and the pigment of these shadows is like stuck. That doesn't say anything. As far as the blushes go, you just gotta tap and they are pigmented for days. I got the colors Bliss, Spellbound, Romance, and Infatuation. The names of the colors are super adorable. Romance is NARS Orgasm if it, you know, won $1 million and pimped itself out and got Kim Kardashian's makeup artist. It's not chunky, it's not glittery, it's like more sheeny. It's that like peachy pink, different colors and different light. Like it's right here. I don't know, I'm sorry, my veiny hands are like ruining it. This doesn't even do it justice, but it's like some lights it's peach and some lights it's pink. It has a sheen and it's not glittery. That's what I do not like about Orgasm or Super Orgasm or any of those glittery. I'm just not a fan of glitter, but this has a strong sheen to it that looks like highlighter and blush had a baby. It's beautiful. It's not for every day, but it's beautiful. Infatuation is your blushy bronzer for me at least, because I'm super fair. That's what I got this for. For darker skin tones, this is just like you're beautiful. If you have a tan, this is gonna look amazing on you. It's so pigmented, sometimes I'm like kind of scared to use it. This is it sheared out. This is it like not even swatched. This is like I rubbed it back and forth to kind of blend it out. I mean, that's how pigmented it is. It kind of reminds me of a more flattering version of NARS Madly because it has a little bit more peach and a little bit less brown, but it's that same idea. And it's beautiful on fair skin for like a bronzy blush. And then for darker skin, it's just gonna make your tan look even more sexy and amazing. Spellbound is matte. It's like that perfect pinky, mauve-y, beautiful, flattering on every skin tone, for every look. It's gonna go with everything. It's not too cool, it's not too warm, it's right in the middle of the road. It has a slight sheen to it. It's not completely matte in my opinion, but that's a good thing. It means it's not gonna like dull your face down. It's gonna still give you life. I don't know if you can see, it's right here, but it's so beautiful. See how it has that slight sheen to it? God, my veins are strong today. That's how translucent my skin is. In person, this shows up a little bit better. On camera, it's kind of washing it out. I'm really sorry. But I would just say everything is true to pan when it comes to Makeup Geek. Everything is true to pan. Now, this is Bliss next to it. Bliss is your true apricot. I would say it's a little bit more peachy than like Max Melba, which to me is a little bit more muted. This is like a little bit stronger version of that. And it also has kind of like that same sheen to it. It's really for, I would say, more fair skin. You don't have to pack this on at all, but this is the kind of thing that's gonna give you that natural lit from within glow for kind of more fair skinned people. That pale peach right here, it's just so beautiful. This looks like a swatch and that's just my vein. How disgusting. I'm so white, you can see my vein. But it is beautiful. I'm wearing Spellbound today, but I'm also wearing it with my Hourglass ambient lighting powder in Radiant Light as well. So that's what's giving it more of that bronze. But this part right here is Spellbound. Now onto the pigments. I got them in Afterglow, Insomnia, and Utopia. These are pretty much their 3 most popular pigments. So if you are gonna try one, these are probably the ones to get. Packaging, I did notice, is a little bit different. They're all the same amount of product, but Afterglow is a little bit shorter and wider, and the other two are taller and like skinnier. But these two have a little protective top to like dish out the product, and Afterglow does not. So when you open it, it just kind of goes everywhere, which isn't my favorite thing, but you know, that's okay. But as with all pigments, what I do is I just spray my Fix Plus on the brush and I pick up from the cap and whatever's left over on the cap. But Afterglow is that beautiful, bridal kind of looking. It's a little bit different from In the Spotlight because it's more of a true champagne as opposed to having a more pinky undertone. You can see it right here. That's with no Fix Plus. So you can imagine if you put Fix Plus, it's gonna be really metallic-y. But this is really beautiful for like a more natural look. So that's what I really like about it. And the name Afterglow is kind of like, you know, you're all glistening and amazing. Okay, the next one is Utopia, which is like a black gold. It's very similar to like antique gold in color. I don't want to make a mess because this is a very chunky pigment. I'm not saying that in a bad way, I'm just saying you're gonna definitely need some glitter glue or something to keep this down. But it's this really cool antique black gold. Like in some lights, like look, it's gold, and then in other lights, it's black. I just think that is so neat. Like it's not gonna be the kind of thing you wear all the time, but when you do, it's really gonna make your eye look pop, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, is it black? Oh my god, is it gold? This amazing duochrome finish, and it's just stunning. And like I said again, this is with no Fix Plus. This is just with my finger. And last but not least is Insomnia, which I almost didn't get because I thought it might be too similar to Houdini, but it's actually not at all in person. This is a dupe from Max Blue Brown pigment, if you are familiar with that. This is another slightly chunkier product, but in some lights this looks purple, in some lights this looks blue, in some lights it looks like a burgundy, brownie color. I mean, this is like a true duochrome. It's more like a triple, quadruple chrome if you ask me. But it's just so unusual, and like I said with Utopia, it's not the kind of thing you're going to use all the time, but when you do, it's going to be a statement look that people are going to be like, whoa, look at her eyes, she looks awesome. I don't have it with me right now, but I also purchased the pencil brush, which is the smallest pencil brush I've ever seen. If you have a Sigma pencil brush, it's like half the size of that. So it's really great for cut creases or detail work under the eye or in the corners. It's an amazing, amazing brush, and nobody has a pencil brush as small as Makeup Geek does. The other reason why I wanted to buy all these products is because I really believe in Marlena and everything that she does for the YouTube community, and the fact that she brings so much light and positivity and to just the whole YouTube community, and she comments on lots of people's other videos, and she will almost always respond to your comments on her channel. She is just a very genuine person, it seems. I don't know her personally, but she always has really nice things to say when I comment on her videos, and I see her being very supportive on other people's channels, and I just think she's awesome. And the fact that she created a company like this with such high quality products for all of us at a very beyond reasonable price for the quality. I mean, you couldn't go into Sephora and buy shadows better than these. I'm telling you the truth. I am not getting paid. I did not get sent these. I bought these with my own money. And I just think that this is a company that you should support for the message that she brings and what she's trying to do for the makeup community, but providing an amazing product for an amazing price. I think that's really admirable and amazing. And the fact that she's doing it all and keeping a smile on her face, I don't know. I just really, really admire her, and I think she's amazing. They're just great. They're just great. Give it a try. Pick up a couple things. It's not gonna be that expensive. Just give it a go. So yeah, that concludes this video. Hopefully this was helpful if you didn't know about Makeup Geek, and if you did, maybe you can just get a different perspective, or somebody from fair skin can tell you what they think about the product. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on my channel. Bye!